What's up, guys? I just wanted to say sorry because I wasn't um, on YouTube all this time. I mean, I was, but I wasn't posting, So I wasn't posting videos because I was on this book and I have school. I have so many responsibilities. I already said it in previous video, the full day of eating. So today's topic is a future of men's physique, because I think men's physique, you see 230 men's physique and 260 men's physique, the guys have grown, for example, Jeremy Buendia, he was at 5'7", he was 163 pounds, and now in the last competition at Olympia 216, he was 175 pounds. So not only him, Ryan Terry probably gained around 20 pounds from his show where he gained his pro card, he earned it, and till now he gained around 20 pounds. That's 9 kilos of muscle, right? So yeah, men's physique is growing now. Some people say because we have a classic physique now that men's physique reached its peak. So I still don't agree with it. I think they will grow, a little bit, maybe 5 more pounds. We're gonna see, no one knows, but these are my predictions, just my opinion. It might be wrong, it might be right, you might agree with it, you might not, I don't give a fuck. So, let's continue. The first dude, I'm just gonna cover the top 5, because I'm not willing to cover the top 16 or every single competitor in the Olympia. So, I'm gonna just cover the top 5. Starting in 5th place, we have Andre Ferguson. Andre Ferguson, he's like Kevin Levrone, he can eat into a show, he can grow into a show. The thing about him is just not a number in a men's physique, Yes, we're chasing more muscle, we're chasing less fat, more conditioning, but it's just not a number. In my opinion, his waist is a bit too big, and his shape, he doesn't have a shape of a men's physique competitor, nor, let's say, classic physique. He's a taller guy, so he can compete at 212. He already competes around 190, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's around 190 at men's physique. So he's 5'9", as I said. And he said it himself, if he wants to switch divisions, he's gonna take 2 years off and go to open, and I think the open suits him better, in my opinion. So, do I see Andre Ferguson winning the Olympia? No. Can he? I believe everybody there can win the Olympia. There is a potential in them, a huge potential, but looking from the more realistic standpoint, I think his chances are low, looking by chances. Next guy. So, as I said about Andre, I don't see him winning. Can he get 4th or 3rd place? Probably. 2nd? No. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's continue. 4th place, one of my favorites. I like them all, it's Brandon Hendrickson. Brandon, you can see his first show, and Olympia, he gained around, I think, around 40 pounds, from 145 to 185 pounds, and he's like 5'8" and a quarter, I think. So, yeah, when I think of him, he really doesn't have too much room for growth, because men's physique, it's reaching its peak, but it's not quite there yet. I think that in 218 they're gonna reach the maximum weight, everything, So it's pretty hard in the top 5, because how do you keep them satisfied? You know, if Andre Ferguson can go to the fourth place because Brendan Hendrickson is too good, and Brendan Hendrickson can go to the third because Jeremy Potvin is too good, and then and on and on and on. You know, there's no progression in the placing. So, however, Brendan Hendrickson can get better. Arnold Classic is approaching, guys. It's it's March, so we're gonna see. He improved on his back. His back a little bit of width, and he added a lot of density, a lot of maturity, a lot of thickness in the back. He's getting harder. He said, you know, I saw his pic. It was like 6 weeks out, and he said, "I'm gonna blow with my last year's physique like it's nothing. You know, I'm gonna make it look funny." So I believe him. You know, he's gonna get better and more sharp. And he said he's gonna bring the best conditioning yet. You know, so I'm interested and very excited to see that. About the next guy, we have Jeremy Potvin. I mean, this dude is future Mr. Olympia. If he doesn't switch a category, which I don't think he will, he's winning the throne. No doubt about it, you know. Not maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but he's gonna win it, you know, that's for sure. The funny thing, he's not even that big. You know, when he stands next to other competitors, yeah, he looks like, you know, their size. But he's actually not a lot, but you know, he's actually a bit smaller than them. But it's his proportion, his tiny waist, his waist to shoulder ratio. And when waist is small, everything looks bigger. It's that illusion. Bodybuilding is about illusion. And yes, men's physique is bodybuilding, and classic physique is bodybuilding. But that's another topic. So, just wanted to say, you know, Jeremy Potvin, he has a crazy lats, crazy shoulders, everything, you know. You can't say one thing is bad about him and one is not, you know. The fun fact about him, he trained biceps only twice this year, which amazed me, you know. And also about Andre Ferguson, like it's hard for him to stay in men's physique because he just grows, you know, he just grows. So that's my opinion on Potvin. His back development just came tremendously, you know. He's making good progress, yes. About the next guy, second guy, Ryan Terry. So Ryan's been there for some time. The problem with Ryan, in my opinion, why Ryan doesn't win Olympia, he has a huge following. The people love him, you know. People admire his physique and everything. And if you look his progression through the years, you know, 2010, 2011, you know, and everything to 2017, he's making progress, but progress is slow. It's slow, but it's steady, you know, don't get me wrong, but I feel like judges and, you know, NPC and everybody, you know, Jim Mannion and the judges, and maybe even the public, you know, is waiting for him to gain a little bit more size, a little bit more size, a little bit more size. So his placing is getting better and better every year. Now, in 2015, you know, in the previous years, but in 2015 and the previous years, he lacked a little bit of arm development. And you know, this year he came. I think his arms were 95% on point. You know, I still think he can fix those arms a little bit, and add a more maturity and the more size. I'm not talking like 20 pounds, 10 pounds, you know, but a few pounds, you know, which will make him look bigger, you know. If he acquires that, he has a good chance of winning the Olympia. The problem is the first place. Jeremy Buendia. Jeremy, he went in this bulk since Olympia. He got to 210 pounds by New Year, by the 1st of January. Then he had this flu, this, you know, whatever it is, he got sick, and he got into mid 190s. Now he has blown up to around, I think, 203, 204. So he's getting back there, and he's putting the required size and everything. Now the problem is, if Ryan Terry brings that's what I'm talking about, and you know, Jeremy brings what I'm talking about, and other Jeremy brings it too, and Hendrickson brings it, and Andre brings it, then how do they get better from that point? Of course, there's a muscle maturity. I always say this, but you know, they're gonna place them the same, right? So I think the judges are actually waiting for some of them to switch the divisions. You know, Andre may be going to bodybuilding, Jeremy Buendia, for example, going to classic physique. Though Jeremy Buendia said he's not gonna go to classic physique in 2 or 3 years for sure. You know, he said it on Eric's Muscle, you know, certain bodybuilding interview, where Dave Palumbo interviewed him after the Olympia, right after. So he's a 3 times champ. I think he should won the first one too. You know, that's just my opinion. So we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see. There's some sort of a beef between him and Brennan Hendrickson, but I think that's gonna keep him even more motivated to get better and better and better every single day. So the future of men's physique, you know, everybody thought it's gonna go down the tubes. You know, screw the men's physique. We have classic physique now, but I think the future of men's physique is very bright. So those are my opinions on everything. I mean, it's too late to say about placing, you know, or an Arnold classic placing guy. I can talk right now, but from the current, you know, current time, from this moment watching it, we're gonna see. I don't know where the future takes us all, and especially men's physique. So, peace out.